everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the Temple Owls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Temple's offense will get first crack at it today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
With the catch, it's Mason. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So Navy's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're...
Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Temple lines up quickly. Looking for room. It's Mason. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Navy will go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running the option, it's Woodson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Finds a little space. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Mids are always going to have a threat to run it at quarterback, whether it's Ricky Dobbs or Kaiponoa Kaheaku and Hana.
God bless you. Yeah, and as a Navy quarterback, being those guys in history, just got to make great decisions, but you got to make them fast, and you got to make them often when you run the option play after play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space.
Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The option look. Now the toss. Touchdown, midshipman. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. But it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive player.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Temple lines up quickly.
And that's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Looking for more room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Woodson. Got a man, it's Braswell. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Going right to work up top. Makes a connection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Temple lines up quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Going over the top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but Dave, you got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that
Brings him to the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the 1st option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Woodson. Gets it to the back. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is...
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Braswell. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these defenders shedding blocks and then getting hats to the football. That's impressive.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. Now on the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They kick it away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Handoff from the gun. He breaks the tackle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Owls moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Temple lining up to punt it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Clayton. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run play action. Complete to the right. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Woodson. Lets it fly.
No, he's
Touchdown,
fucking there.
Navy. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach...
Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection, get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Woodson. Gets it out quickly. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to get some momentum going on first and 10. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Owls. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hodges. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Navy will go back on the attack. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. On the option, you'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. To the air, it's Woodson. Setting up the screen. There he goes. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. And some room to work. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Slithers into space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though.
He's loose. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. On the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Oh, they knock it free. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab down the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
It's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule, and he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown.
And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a...
He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to bull his way in. And he will take it in. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
And this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. The play action fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Found the spot in the defense. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Hardy. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Hand off to the fullback. Breaks the tackle.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball. And like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Young. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be in. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Throws it back. Oh, they're after him. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is,